So we're going to discuss something very important today. Okay. So before we do that, just from this side, you just say, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? 8 years. 11, 8, 9, 7, 10, 11, 7, 9, 17, 8, 7. So all between. Okay, fine. All of you are between 7 and 17, right? 10 years gap. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to discuss something very serious. Okay, so be serious about this. Okay, you can ask me questions, that's not a problem, but it's something very serious. Okay, I think some of you have already gone through this before. How many of you saw Aamir Khan's program? 3, 4 of you. Okay, that's fine. Right? So you already went through this workshop. Right? By the way, I had decided to do this even before that program came, but just because, not because of the program. It's important for you to know this. That's why we are doing this. Okay. Right? At any point in time, you can stop me and ask me questions that you have in your mind. Okay. Right? Okay, so we'll start with something called danger. What is danger?
Danger means something, if you do it is very dangerous.
Okay, give me an example of danger. Out loud.
Small children should cross the road with elders.
Yeah, so crossing the road alone is dangerous. Okay.
And we should not follow the fire.
Okay, you should not touch a fire or go where there's fire. Correct.
Electrical things.
Correct. You should not go put your hand inside.
Sharp things.
Yeah, you should not handle sharp stuff. Yes.
Fire.
Yes.
Firecrackers.
Firecrackers, yes. When you are handling firecrackers, you have to be very careful. Yes. Yes, when you cook, you have to be very careful, especially when you cook with gas and everything. Cutting, okay. So what's the opposite of danger?
Safe.
Right. So tell me some safe stuff.
Always wear cotton dress.
I don't understand the word about
No, I just started cotton. In the kitchen, you should not wear nylon.
You should not wear
Nylon clothes.
nylon clothes. Yes. Why?
Because it will catch fire easily.
Yes. It will catch fire very easily. Polyester will catch fire very easily. Yes.
Crossing the road with parents.
Yes, that's a very safe.
That I do.
Okay. Pinna? Never. Yeah. You have to wear seatbelts when you sit in a car. Very good. Very good.
We have to wear a helmet when we are
You have to wear a helmet when you ride a bike. That's right.
or a scooter.
Or a scooter. Yes. Any two-wheeler you have to wear a helmet. Even when you ride a cycle, by the way, you are supposed to wear a helmet. Okay.
When we are skating, we should put these.
Yes. When you skate, you have to have your arm pads and
Yeah,
everything.
foot and it's cricket, we put that.
Yes.
Because of that.
So you know what safe things are, like, right? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you about something that's very dangerous, right? Which you should know about. Okay. There are going to be people around you, right? Older people. Older people does not mean very old people. It can be very old people. They can be people slightly older than you also, right? Like maybe 20 years old, things like that. Okay. There are going to be people around you who are bad. Right? You know bad people. Normally when we talk about bad people, we talk about criminals and thieves and all, right?
Steal our things.
Yeah, who steal your stuff. But I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about bad people who will try to do bad things to you. who will try to touch you in ways that make you very uncomfortable. Okay? You understand that uncomfortable means like that? Something that you're not comfortable about. Right? I'm not talking about parents hugging, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about other people, other than your parents, other than your grandparents, who try to touch you in ways that will make you uncomfortable. And there are 3 areas in your body that nobody should touch you. Nobody. Okay. Which are the 3 areas? Can you tell me?
Chest.
Chest.
And bottom of the legs.
Between your
Bottom.
legs and your bottom. Bottom means where you sit. How you sit, right? Where you sit. Right? So there are 3 places in your body where nobody is supposed to touch you. Those are, one is chest, second is bottom,
Between the legs.
and third is the place between your legs. Okay. Now, when parents, maybe parents when they are giving a bath to you or something, they might touch you. That's okay. Your parents are fine, right? Even sometimes your grandparents are also fine sometimes, right? But external, other people, and even sometimes doctors when they examine you, okay, they might have to touch you in places, in such places, but only if your parents are there. Okay, understood? So even doctors should only touch you there if your parents are there. Right? Otherwise, nobody in this world is supposed to touch you in these 3 places. Okay. Now what will we do in case somebody touches you in that? So you know what the danger is, right? So this is the danger that I'm talking about. Okay. Somebody external. Now, when I talk about somebody external, it can be anyone. I mean, anyone other than your parents. It can be somebody who comes to your house very often. It can be, I'm not saying it's always like that. It can be somebody who comes to your house very often. It can be somebody in school. It can be somebody outside when you go out for a movie or something like that. Okay, it can be anyone.
Neighbors.
Even neighbors. It can be anyone. Anyone other than your parents. Okay? Now you understand the danger, right? Okay? Now now what should you do if something like that happens to you? That's what we are going to discuss next. You understood till now? You okay with that? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All of you can read the line. Say no.
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 So if somebody does do something like that to you, what should you first do? There are 3 steps you have to do. Just 3 things. All you have to remember are just 3 things. Okay? What do you have to do first? Shout.
No.
Shout. No. No. What is the second thing that you have to do?
Go.
Go where?
Go to your own place.
Go to, yes, your own place, or go to a safe place.
Where a parent.
Yeah, where you can talk, where maybe your parents are there or maybe your grandparents are there, right? Go to a safe place. Now, if you are in a public place, you won't be in public alone. You'll be there, you'll be with your parents. So, just shout no and run to your parents. Okay, so go to a safe place away from that person. Away from that person. Now, if you are in your house, maybe you are in your room and such a thing happens, somebody comes and does that to you, you just shout no and leave your room immediately and go to where your parents are. And if your parents are not there, run out of the house and go to a public place. Our വീട്ടിൽ നമ്മുടെ പറമ്പുണ്ടാവില്ലേ? പറമ്പുണ്ടാവില്ലേ? Flats ആണെങ്കിൽ common area ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ? Right? Go there. Right? Immediately. Don't wait for anything. Right? And the third thing to do is to tell a safe person. Tell about this to a safe person. Who is the safe person? Parents. Your mother, your father. Yeah. Anyway, you can decide who your safe person is. Right?
But sometimes they will better if you tell your parents.
Yeah. So that's the next thing. So if you shout no and immediately go away from that place, right? And you go and tell your safe person, nothing will happen to you. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? At least in each and every one of your cases, I have spoken to each and every one of your parents. Okay? I've spoken to, this session is being done after speaking to each and every one of your parents. Your mothers or your fathers. Right? I have personally spoken to each and every one of them, and all of them agree that they are a safe person to you. Mothers or fathers. Okay? And if you go and tell them, they will definitely support you. They will definitely take care of you. Okay? So if somebody like that comes and tells you that if you run and tell someone I will do whatever, I will beat you, no, I will do whatever the parnal, don't listen to that person. All you need to do is shout no, go away from there and go tell your parents. Whoever it is. Like I told you, it can be a person who comes to your house very often. It can be an uncle, or it can be a neighbor, or it can be a friend. Okay? Or it can be somebody. Right? It can be an elder, elder chatter. Right? Amen. Right? It can be anyone. All you need to do is
Shout no,
tell go away from that place and tell your safe adult. Okay, now I'll give you these handouts. I'll hand them over to you. Pen or pencil or no. Pass it out to everyone. Pencil, pen. I want you to write down your safe adult on this piece of paper. You don't have to show me. All you need to do is write your mother's name or your father's name, or you can write Amma or Appa or whatever. Right? Just write it. Yeah, you can. Come on, all of you got? All of you got your piece of paper? Okay. Now, who are your safe adults? You can write Amma or Appa, you can write their name or whatever. And upper paper. And outside, tell them the third point your yeah. You can. And the side, and the area number. Write who your safe adult is. You can write both father and mother also if you want. You can write father and mother. I mean that paper is for you. Okay. You don't have to show me. You don't have to give it back or anything. It's for you to keep. Okay. It's for you to keep. Keep it with you. Done. Now.
And in supplementary, they also told that who you tell is that is it your bodyguard.
Yeah, basically your parents are your bodyguard, right? Your parents are your bodyguard. Now, there might be situations where you are away from your parents, right? For instance, in school, right? Or maybe in summer camp, maybe, right? Or maybe when you go out for your school trip or something like that, correct? There might be situations where your parents are not there with you, right? And if something like that happens, what would you do?
Tell your teacher.
Exactly. So you have to know some other safe person.
So, otherwise you should be with your teachers and all. Or
Yeah.
tell to the run just to the headmistress office.
Exactly. So you need to know some other safe person other than your parents when you are in places like that. Say when you go for your trip, or when you go for a movie, or when you come for summer camp, or whatever, right? Whenever you are away from your parents in school, right? So when you are in school or something like that. So you need to know some other safe person who you can tell in case something happens to you when you are away from your parents. Yes, it can be your teacher, here it can be me, uncle, whoever, I mean, or teachers, if you don't mind, I don't mind, right? Anyone who you know you can trust and who you can talk to. Agree? Okay. So I have spoken to each and every one of your parents, right? And they know how serious this thing is, this issue is. Okay. And if you go and tell them, they will never scold you. Don't think that your parents will scold you if you tell them something like this. Get off. If you tell them this, if something like that happens to you, don't worry, it's not your fault. First thing you have to understand, it's not your fault. Okay? And second thing you have to understand is, if you go and tell your parents, they are not going to scold you. They will only support you. Right? They will never tell you why did you go and sit there. They will definitely support you and they will definitely talk to you. Okay? And get it solved also. And they will ensure that it won't repeat from that same person ever again. Yes? They cannot ensure about other people, right? We don't know about other people. But from that person, whoever did that to you, they will ensure that it does not happen. Yes? So don't be scared of your parents, because your parents love you a lot and they are only living on this planet to take care of you. Correct? Correct? Any questions? Unknowingly is fine. നമ്മൾ കളിക്കുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് കളിക്കുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇതായിട്ട് കളിക്കുമ്പോൾ ചിലപ്പോൾ തട്ടും, അങ്ങനെ ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് പുഷ് ചെയ്യും, അങ്ങനെ. That is not what I am saying. See, this is a public place. When we play and all, it's a public place. Right? Unknowingly touching alla parayum.
When somebody wantedly touches.
Yeah, when somebody does that to you, zabardast, arnju, purposely, correct? When somebody does that to you, purposely. Arnju, correct? Arnju ondu cheyuva. Exactly. When somebody does that to you, purposely. Right?
Some children, they think the person will tell, I will throw some brick on your mother's head like that.
Nothing will happen. Such things don't happen on this world. In this world, it's not that simple. Just അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് അങ്ങനെ നടക്കത്തില്ല. It's not that simple. I know that such people will threaten you. Okay, such people will tell you that I will complain about you to your mother, or I will tell wrong things about you to your mother, or I will tell your mother that you did it to me, and അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കുറെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറയും. അത് വെറുതെയാണ്. Okay, such things don't stand in this world. Okay, all we are worried about is you and your safety. Okay, and if such a thing happens to you, you should not even think about anything else. You just have to say no, go away from that place and tell your safe person, whoever the safe person is. Parents will give the other safe person who you have. Okay, any questions, any doubts? You're clear about this? This is very important. Get up, Atul, Devrat, get up. This is very important. It's a very important thing. Okay? And it's very important that you know this at your young age. Okay? Because it should not happen to you. It's very bad. Agree? Okay. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. Good. Keep it inside your bag.